Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your love reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is if you are in a relationship, or if you are in a separation, or perhaps a new budding relationship. It's just kind of to help guide you with your specific person. This is for mid-January. Friendly reminder to make sure you check your other placements once all the videos are out, because there may be messages for you there. Take what resonates. If it does not resonate, leave it behind. And we will see what love has coming for us, Aquarius. I'm going to get these guys to stay here. Okay. In our past relationship position, we have Romeo and Juliet, the Tradition card. We have Cleopatra and Caesar, the Fertility. And we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This is your past position. So, the Hierophant, Romeo and Juliet. Structure, conformity, and ritual. Following established social structures in love relationships, the desire for marriage or some other formal structure for the sake of security, awareness of public image, and the desire to control it, possible rigidity in the relationship. So it could be a little boring, or it could have been a little bit too by the book. But then we have fertility here also coming in, which is the Empress. Fecundity, abundance, growth. Ruling over one's life, a new marriage or special relationship, practical action that manifests as physical product, children, artistic endeavors, or wealth. This could also be your pregnancy card. So perhaps there was children involved in this relationship. Perhaps you wanted children, or one of you wanted children, the other did not. That, or maybe something else came to fruition from this relationship. We do have the Ten of Cups. Usually this is the happily ever after card, or at least one of them. It is in the reverse position. So Ten of Cups is joyful closure, fertility again, happiness and community. It's in the reverse position, so dissatisfaction, though uncertain why. Everything looks perfect on the surface, but there's an inability to experience joy. So this is the past of the relationship here. So, you know, perhaps even though this relationship maybe you know, one way of looking at it, at least from what, you know, going off of the things that we can see here, perhaps there's a little bit of a boring, there's a little bit more of a, expansion or want to be new, right? Because with this Hierophant, we have this traditional la-di-da, we got complacent, we stopped trying, we stopped putting forth an effort, the spark kind of fizzled out, right? Then we have this Cleopatra and Caesar. We have this, we want new and we want exciting, we want to grow, we want to encourage that. And then we have our wish fulfillment, which is kind of turned into a, well, I should be happy, but, right? So maybe we're just in need of spicing things up a little bit. Or perhaps your last relationship seemed perfect but ended up bottom up, right? Let's check out you, Aquarius. Let's check out you. So we have the Four of Coins for you. This is in the reverse position. We have Arthur, the Power card, in the reverse position. And we have the Lovers in the reverse position. Interesting. So lots of major arcana for you, Aquarius. Let's see. So we have a wealth and security and inheritance. Being miserly with wealth and talents. Conversely, being an overly generous spendthrift. Need to conserve and protect resources. So you might be either being a little too frugal with your love. Perhaps you're being very blocked off. This could be financially as well. So perhaps you do not give as much as you should. Or perhaps you give too much, right? You're just constantly pouring into another person, and there's no reciprocity. You have Power, which is all about power, obviously. It's Arthur and Guinevere. Leadership, responsibility, and authority. In the reverse position, it speaks on being oppressed by another's power and authority, insecurity, passive aggression, using power to manipulate others for personal gain. So you could be a little bit manipulative at times. You could be feeling oppressed by someone else, or possibly this relationship here that was spoken, or perhaps this relationship led to having traumas that you have to deal with in order to reach our Lovers card here. Especially with that Four of Coins, everything being in the reverse, it does look like we're kind of struggling. We're coming from an empty cup, basically. Is there's a lot of self-healing and love that you need in your life. But you need to have it for yourself first before other people will. You are feeling insecure about this, so maybe you don't feel good enough, maybe you don't feel worthy, maybe you don't feel attractive, but that's just not the case. The Lovers in the reverse, feeling unworthy of love, manipulating others with sexuality, immaturity and irresponsibility in love relationships, and game playing. So there is a bit of a power struggle there. There is a little bit of a manipulation. So maybe you're struggling to let go of somebody. Maybe you really don't want to let go of someone, or maybe you want someone to let go of you, and so this is why you're kind of in this struggle. But it seems like there's a lot of self-doubt, Aquarius. There's a lot of pain there, which you're struggling to come up with. Let's go ahead and take a look at your person here. You have a lot of major arcana right now, so it'll be interesting to see if they have any. It doesn't look like they do. Wow, Queen of Stops in the upright position. This is your person. Two of Cups in the reverse. That's the soulmate card, or love. And then we have the Princess of Arrows here. And the arrows in this deck are your swords. So an intellectual, more logical approach to things. Very interesting, very interesting. So the Queen of Stops, Two of Cups, and Princess of Arrows. Princess of Arrows. Let's look at your person, Aquarius, because let's see what they have in their energy here towards this relationship. Intelligence and power applied to creating pragmatic actions, material goods, business expansion, wit and wisdom, enthusiasm and action, support. Let's look at this Two of Cups in the reverse position here. See what that talks on. Infatuation, overindulging in sensuality for the sake of the emotional high. And then Princess of Arrows. Messages, education, articulation, waiting for news. Oh, I'm sorry, no. News that brings sense to a situation, the ability to create influence and bring understanding using the power of words. So perhaps your partner is actually a very powerful person. They are more logical. They're a little more bland and boring, but they might actually be very good at business as well. Perhaps they're putting more of their effort into work related things than your relationship, and perhaps that's why you're feeling kind of left out in the cold, and you're feeling like you might have to manipulate, or you might have to kind of reignite things, and your person's kind of like, okay, I suppose, especially when they're having to kind of I don't want to say force, but that's going to be the best word choice. I think they're kind of having to force themselves to do to be sensual when really they're not that person. Um, and so it's kind of like a, oh, here's an emotional high, but I think there was love, but perhaps it is kind of, they're struggling with it. So let's look at our potential future here. We have the King of Coins, the King of Staves, and the Triumph card, which is our World card. King and King, Coins and Staff. This is our potential future potential future of the relationship. So the King of Staves, I'm gonna read this kind of out of order here. Is confidence and mastery and support. Sorry. Dynamic, stable enthusiasm, the ability to bring ideas to fruition, creative inspiration, and health. We have the King of Coins. King of Coins. Persistence, business acumen, riches and success, the ability to create wealth, real estate transactions, investments, money, or emotional. Steadfastness and persistence. And then we have this World card, which is, closure, ending of cycles, positive energy here, change, travel, triumph, expansion, success, travel, and closure. So triumph after difficulties, feeling supported by the universe, happy closure to a phase of life, travel, and communications. Okay, so definitely there is a possibility for this relationship to have success. You most likely just need to start communicating a little bit better and a little more clear. It does kind of seem that needs might not be being met. In the chances of there might be different desires for your future as well. Let's just check out this real quick. We have the Princess of Coins in the reverse position as our outcome for the relationship. Let's see here. Oh, goodness. The Princess of Coins is taking responsibility, messages, and fertility yet again. So you have a lot of fertility cards. I would like to just point that out real quick because there's a lot of fertility and new beginning and new ideas, things like that. Too much time thinking, not enough doing. Waiting for money, business news, unrealistic planning. Okay, with that said, for sure, Aquarius, there needs to be conversations to be had because I don't think either of you are fulfilling the needs that you actually have or the desires that you want. You're not communicating about where you want this relationship to be going, which does happen, We're afraid of conflict. We don't like that. And I think your general readings actually talked about that a little bit. But if you have this, so at one point, yet again, you did have the wish fulfillment. You did have the Ten of Cups, which is a soulmate card. Your partner has a soulmate card. You have a soulmate card. So I do believe that you are in a very important relationship at the least. That or this person is coming in. But maybe there's a issue with maybe one of you wants children, one of you does not. And that's setting things back. That's making people question, well, do I really love this person? Can we even make that work? I want kids, you don't want kids. What are we going to do about that? There's conversations to be had. Don't be doing foolish things. But you do have to have this open communication. You do have to love yourself, because again, I do feel like you're kind of pouring from an empty cup right now, and you might be acting a little more desperate than you actually are, you know. It could lead you down a certain situation that you're really not gonna want to do. You will most likely regret that situation. Let's go ahead and clarify the Princess of Coins, just to get a little bit better of an idea of what's going on. Thank you so much. So, oh yeah, see, look at this. 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So a lot of it is also going to go ahead and say work-related, business-related. So just keep an eye on that. Perhaps you guys are worried about finances, or perhaps you want a child and maybe your partner is like, yo, we can't afford it, or vice versa, right? But especially with that clarification, again, you got the soulmate card. You have a lot of love in this relationship. But again, I would like to say, if you are coming from a place of lack, if you're not loving yourself, this makes your partner run away. You become a chaser, not an attraction. So the more desperate, the more, you know, not to say don't put effort in, never not put effort, right? But the more desperate you come off, the more manipulative you come off, the more insecure you become. Your partners in life start to see that. It's the law of attraction. So you don't want to chase, you want to attract. The 2 of Cups is a partnership, a connection, a harmony, and sharing, right? You found your true match. This could be in the context of a romantic relationship, but it could also be in a friendship or at work. Whatever it is, you find that you two fit together perfectly. You complete each other's thoughts and enhance each other's ideas and ideals. There is an authentic connection that promotes vulnerability, sharing, and cooperation. Finding this partner is like locating the last piece of the puzzle. It snaps into place and brings everything together beautifully. Okay? And then you have 9, 10 in the Pentacles. So let's just check that out real quick. Prosperity, accomplishment, self-sufficient, and empowerment. I'm sorry. We do have this in the reverse position. Don't worry. But it's a loneliness, and it's an insecurity, and it's a lack of fulfillment. It could be your wish and fulfillment here as well. Hence that although you have everything you've worked hard for, you might still feel as though you're missing something. Maybe your independence and self-sufficiency has left you feeling a bit lonely, or maybe you have all the money but none of the sense of security or safety. There's no point in having wealth and prosperity if you're still unhappy. Take some time to do some introspection. Are you longing for community or partnership? What's making you feel so vulnerable and at risk? See if you can change course and fulfill your spiritual needs. So yes, again, I do think that is speaking on your feeling a lack. So perhaps it is your partner puts too much time into work, which can be a very difficult conversation. It can be a little conflictive, but even if you don't confront those feelings, the conflict's going to keep growing. It won't be resolved, so it will get worse, and you don't want to do that, right? Just make sure you're coming from a place of love, coming from a place of understanding. You're not getting heated, you're having a conversation. Family, community, security, and financial security, wealth, and profit. So again, guys, generational wealth, happiness, and stability. This card focuses on sharing and distributing, Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Wealth to support and uplift your family and or community. You and your loved ones are feeling financially safe and secure. You could also be entering a new type of community, rich in resources, love, and stability, such as a new family, or a nonprofit that focuses on supporting and elevating others. Okay, so especially with that, guys, I do feel like you have the opportunity, if you so desire, to work it out with this person. You have the opportunity to get what you want out of this. You just have to figure out what you need, set your intentions, stand with integrity, and communicate your needs. Your partner is not a mind reader. Oops. Sorry, I've only had 1 cup of coffee today, so I am this morning moving a little slow and having a little trouble thinking. Oh goodness, a little trouble thinking. Let me scoot those out of the way for a second. Alright, we're gonna have... Cute. Okay, for Aquarius, please. Aquarius in their relationship, please. Thank you so much. You did get camera. So, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. That's exciting. I don't think that's... okay. Too many. Engagement ring. We have engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So this very well could be your person. They could be popping the question. Perhaps that's the new adventure worth taking. Maybe that's the spark we want here. Look at that. You got soulmate. Yes, this is the one. Calling in your soulmate. How interesting. Engagement. Wow. And give your relationship a chance. Okay. So I do feel like good things are coming your way, Aquarius. Messages from your person. You were right. People don't believe in me. And I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. Wonder why they're feeling alone. They might be feeling really alone. Or maybe that's your energy. Should be from your person. Maybe you're the one feeling alone. Let's see what Cosmic Insight has for us. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love, Aquarius. Well, we were just speaking on that. A date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. And worth thinking about, especially if children is kind of one of the issues. Get a fur baby. Pets. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. So thank you so much for being with me, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Stay blessed.